Welcome back to the best Genji guide part 3. In this video, we're going to be talking about the 3 different Genji playstyles. This one is going to be a little bit more simple and straightforward, so I will not be going super in-depth about it. I will have a more in-depth video in the future, so be on the lookout for that. This video will be using Overwatch 2 5v5 PvP beta footage. Don't worry, like the difference is not that crazy in gameplay, especially for Genji since he wasn't reworked. So your job is relatively the same in Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2. Let's not waste any more time and analyze the 3 different teamfight scenarios. The 3 different teamfight scenarios that I want to analyze for Genji is how you help when you want to peel for your teammates, how to play make, and how to reclaim a point after you've lost it. As the game starts, I was able to scout out the fact that the enemy team has a Sombra. Now, as we all know by now, that usually a Sombra is either going to flank your backline in order to try and get a free pick, or she is going to try and coordinate a dive on a hack target, usually, again, somebody in your backline, right? So now that I know that there's a Sombra in my backline, it's completely changed my perspective how I want to approach this game. Rather than wanting to play super far forward and aggressive, I start to just watch the areas that she was last in and just look around and scout to see if I can find her, and keep an eye out for the flanker in your backline, because more often than not, they are going to be a little bit greedy, and this Sombra was very greedy and she ended up paying a price for that. Our Zenyatta was able to get the kill after I got in a combo, and that opened up this first phase of point 1 for us on Circle Royale. Now, you can chase for a kill over here, but do not overextend. Again, I overextended, overcommitted, whatever you want to call it, and I ended up paying a price. While I was able to pressure them pretty well, eventually they overwhelmed me and I died. So learn from my mistakes. That's what this video is about, just learning, right? So learn from this mistake. Do not overcommit, do not overextend. Even if you're playing against the lowest of elos, sometimes they'll catch you with your pants down and give you the spanking that you deserve. And that's exactly what happened to me in that team fight. Going to the next team fight though, we are closing in on Dragon Blade, which means you as a Genji player can now make a play. You are now going to be the playmaker. And we have an Ana on our team, which means that we can use Nano Blade. Now, if you're not in voice with the Ana, there are 2 ways to communicate to the Ana player that you want a Nano Blade. You spam the crap out of the Alt bind key so that she gets the hint, hopefully. If not, you try to use the 3 to 1 voice line as you are dashing up in the air. Time it right and the Ana will know that you're blading and nano you. Fortunately, my Ana got the hint because I was spamming the alt voice line. She nanoed me, I dashed in, got the 3 kills, dashed into the 4th player, got that kill. We got a nice 4k to secure the first point. Now, the key to playmaking, I've already mentioned this in the part 2 of this guide videos, is that scouting is key. To make it simple, just make sure the enemy is relatively grouped up so you can dash and slash. Now, in this upcoming team fight, while we were able to apply a lot of pressure to the enemy team, we did eventually lose a team fight once we got closer to point 2, and we had to now retake this point. So how do you retake a point with Genji? Again, scouting is key in retaking a point or helping your team retake a point. What I like to do is that usually if the enemy team is distracted by a tank or another DPS, I like to look for my flank routes, get around, and start flanking the enemy team. That's exactly what I did here, and I just felt confident enough to go in. I was able to locate the Mercy, follow up with some combos on her. We eliminated her. I got the Hanzo, and voila, I was able to retake this point for us, and now my team feels confident enough to come up and start pushing payload with me once more. In this case, to secure point 2, I was able to land some nice combos. I was able to put a lot of pressure on the enemy team. Again, just by being patient, knowing when to go in, who to go in on, and where, and that led to yet another team fight win, and then the successful capture of point 2. So these are the 3 different playstyles that you need to keep in mind when you are playing Genji, or the 3 different things that you need to do. Number 1, heal. Number 2, playmake. And number 3, how to retake a point. Once you understand these 3 concepts, then you can be the best Genji that you can possibly be, because you'll know exactly how to shift up your playstyle, adapt to what's going on in the game, and continue to carry the game in your own unique way. That is it for this video. Again, it was supposed to be a little bit more on the simple and straightforward side, If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments down below. There are free ways to support the channel just by subscribing or hitting the like button. So be sure to do that. So be sure to do that for me. I really do appreciate it. And thank you so much, guys. We have hit 50 subscribers. It's not that much of a big number for a lot of other people, but for me, that's a lot, especially given the fact that I've only really done maybe 3 videos on this channel. So hopefully we can get 100 subscribers in the next 3 videos. I really do appreciate everybody's support, and I really love talking to everybody in the comments. So feel free to just, discuss this game with me in the comments because I love it so much. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the future videos in the comment sections below.